things to change, you've got to be willing to get up and do something. You don't have to be perfect, but you've got to make a move.
Hey YouTube. Hello. Those of you that are new, my name is Rasheda. Welcome to my channel. Today is March 16th. It is 11 o'clock. I'm on my way to go to a girlfriend of mine's pop-up session, fitness. So she's having a workout. It started at 11. I hate that I am running late, but I'm still going to get at least 45 minutes of a workout, which is great. And then I'm going to go to the gym and lift some weights. This video is going to be about weight loss. So I know that I've been wanting to do a video on this for quite some time, and I felt, why not now? It is one of the things that people will always speak about, wonder about, learn about, and I'm going to give you guys some tips and some wisdom, share my journey, and yeah, we'll talk about it as soon as I'm done with my session. We'll get into a deep discussion on my weight loss journey, and hopefully you can take some of the things that I have learned throughout my life and maybe apply it to yours. I know that all things that may work for one may not work for another. So I'm not a doctor or anything of that sort, but I definitely am willing to share my journey and hope it be of some help. So I'll see all of you soon. So hey, I am back. So I went to my girlfriend's event. It was totally awesome. We did jumping jacks, we did RDLs, we did squats with the kettlebells, we sprint. So it was really nice event. She has these pop-up shots that she's going to do more of, and I am so happy for her. She is a fitness coach. She's doing very well, and it's all about your health at the end of the day. I always tell people, regardless of what, keep moving. You know, even if you don't like it, try. Keep moving, do your best, because at the end of the day, if you don't do anything at all, you're only cheating yourself. So right now, I am currently on my way to a dance class. It is a dance fitness class. And yeah, I'm excited. So I'm gonna see how it goes. If I can get some clips in, I definitely will. I wish I could have got some clips in of my girlfriend's event. Hopefully, when she share, I can share a little with you guys. But yes, so I did about close to 30 minutes because I was late. I got lost. But I wish I was there on time, you know, but hey, I made it worth my while, so that's all that matters. And yeah, I'm gonna get this full workout in with this dance class, so I'll see y'all shortly. So hey guys, dance was fun. I definitely worked up an appetite, so I went to a Mediterranean restaurant. Yeah, let me show you guys my food. I purchased the Pick 4. So I have some grape leaves, stuffed grape leaves, tabbouleh, the cabbage delight, some mixed veggies, and then for later, for my dinner, I have a veggie lasagna. So that's my treat for the weekend. But it has good veggies in it. It has some eggplant and spinach and things of that nature. So I always try to eat clean as possible. I have a small thing of garlic sauce. I love this. I don't eat the pita bread because I am trying to shred. I'm gonna eat a little bit and talk to you guys. So right now I'm currently 165. It's not about, this is so good. And it's not about the weight loss. I want to tone. I want to be more fit. The endurance is there. I'm glad of that. This is a great belief, y'all. But I take this journey very serious. Not that I wasn't serious about it before. It's just things is a little bit different for me this go around. I lost a total of 50 pounds. This is my second major weight loss, because when I did this before, it was a little over 50 pounds. It was natural. I gained it back due to mishaps happening in my life, losing loved ones, bit of depression, things that take over life, you know, or that you allow to take over your life. I'm gonna finish eating and I'll come back to you guys. So I'm back. I'm about to head to the gym. I had a lot of fun with my friend and going out to the dance class. So now I'm gonna go ahead and weight train. I'm gonna show you guys what I purchased from Trader Joe's. I spent $142. I did get a plant. So I have this beautiful Monstera plant. It was $12.99. I love plants. I was drinking on this kombucha. It's good for the gut health. So I drink kombucha and I drink a lot of water. So those are the only beverages I mostly have on a daily. But let me show you what I have. I have some seaweed snacks. I have heart of palms. It's a healthier version of noodles. So I get this, which is made out of vegetables, when I want to have like a pasta dish. So I love the seasoning. It's my favorite. It's a garlic seasoning. So this is, I believe it's pronounced oleo. And it's a garlic seasoning. It tastes so good. So I did go crazy. I have a shot because I'm always around a lot of people. So in fact, I'm going to go ahead and drink this now. This is a ginger shot for immunity. So let's drink that. I did get a little snack when I want something sweet. I never had this before, but maybe later on today, since I did so much cardio and working out, let's have a couple of these. They're sunflower butter cookies, sorry. So I think it's something new that Trader Joe's is now carrying, because I've never seen these before, but I don't look for snacks. So this was the only quote unquote treat that I got for myself. Normally I just eat vegetables and my protein for my 3 meals. So I try to eat breakfast, I try to eat lunch and dinner. Sometimes I only get 2 meals in. I did get some beans, so I have some pinto beans, black beans. Oh, I did get more seasoning because I don't get the Trader Joe's too often because it's way on the other side of town. But I purchased these beans for fiber. So it is a good choice since I don't do much carbs. I may have some rice, sometimes quinoa and things of that nature, but for the most part, I just try to stick to my veggies, protein, and I'll add beans depending on what I'm making. Yeah, that's pinto bean and black beans. I have fresh garlic because I love garlic. I never had these before. They're not the healthiest because of the sodium that's in these, but I mix it up with fish, plant-based. That's what I've been doing this past couple of weeks so I can kind of lean out more. And like I said, I've been lifting weights for more of tone and muscles. So yeah, this is not the healthiest, but I did get it. It is plant-based fish fillet. It's made out of jackfruit. So it's not the worst, but it's not the best. But I did get a couple of boxes because I eat in moderation when I eat these type of things. I did get some salmon because it is my favorite thing to eat. So I did get some salmon. For rice alternative, I have the Mexican cauliflower rice. So Trader Joe's, they do sell this. I never had this one, but I did have this. And this is good. It's so good. But I'm sure this is good too, so I can't wait to try it. So I did get some cauliflower. I have some edamame salted. So this will take place of, if I want something crunchy, like chips, I'll have these instead. So I have blueberries. I don't do a lot of fruit due to the sugar content. So blueberries is pretty much what I've been buying lately. And I have noticed a difference because when I eat these other fruits, my weight really get to fluctuate in. So I know, you know, it shouldn't be all about the weight, but for me, that is part of my journey. So I do pay attention to my body and what I eat and how my body reacts. So I do blueberry. It is a low sugar content. It's one of the healthiest fruits to have, blueberries and strawberries, but I always love to have blueberries. So I did get a couple of packs of blueberries. More cauliflower. I have coconut water. It's pretty healthy. So, and I like to have coconut water because in place of, like, you know, for electrolytes. So instead of having Gatorade, this is like the best thing to have for electrolytes, cocoa water. I'm sorry, coconut water. Coconut water is the best thing to have for electrolytes. I did get a couple of things of yogurt. This is a cashew base. And I'm gonna share in the next video the apps that I use that help me with the more of the processed food, because of course, you know, when you're getting off into things like this is not whole foods, it's processed. So I do use the app to kind of guide me along to let me know if these products are good or poor. If it's poor, I'm not getting it, or I'm going to see why it's poor. It might be where it's a little bit more of saturated fat or too much sugar or too much salt. And then I'll kind of, you know, determine whether or not I want to have that product. I just probably have less of it. I did get this coconut whip. I like to have my mushroom coffee, so sometimes I'll use this as a topping to have. We have a peer support dog at work, so I just felt like I just wanted to get some treats. So I had little treats for our peer support dog at work. I did get some wipes for my face and for my body as well, because what I have been doing lately is I'll work, and if I have a class that's like, for example, 5:30, I'm getting off at 5, I have to freshen up. So, and I just get dressed at work, but I said, you know, I need to be more prepared. So I got these wipes for my face and body so I can freshen up, since I can't stop home and I'm just gonna go straight to the gym. You know, you don't want to have where you worked all day and then you go straight to the gym and not freshen up in between. So I have these here because, you know, we are our own excuse. I don't want to make up excuses on not having enough time or what I can't do. So I basically have made this part of my routine. It's part of my routine where it falls in sync. So I created a habit where I just go and not think about it. I have these spray oils. So I have olive oil, I have avocado oil. I want to use more of these instead of oils, because even though I use olive oil a lot, when you pour in, or even using butter, which I'm straying away from, you use too much of it. So I'd rather just have more where I'm paying more attention of how much oil I'm putting in my diet. So that's the reason why I purchased these. I did purchase the toasted sesame oil because I love the way this make your vegetables taste. It's so good. So I did get this. That's the only oil that I brought in a whole bottle form. I'm gonna make some elderberry syrup, so I did purchase some agave, but I use agave as a sweetener anyway. I don't use any type of sugars. I only use agave, and sometimes I'll use honey. So that's the only sweetener that I do use in my diet. I have some fresh onions. I have this goddess dressing. So the ingredients are pretty decent, but I don't use a whole lot of dressing. Sometimes I'll use olive oil and lemon juice, but I just brought this just a half in my fridge, and when I want to have like some dressing, good dressing, I have it, because I don't always have time to make things like this. So, you know, it is easy. Olive oil, lemon juice, it's a great dressing. I do like that, but like I said, I don't want a whole lot of oils in my diet. I have tuna. It's one of my go-to. So this is tuna in water. This tuna is my go-to for lunch. It's like the easiest thing. I put this on a bed of lettuce or romaine, I should say. You know, I buy the packages and I put the tuna on, and yeah, that's pretty much my lunch. It's filling. I already know what I'm having, so that's one less meal for me to worry about. So yeah, I pretty much do like tuna salads. I have some ginger because again, I am making some elderberry syrup. And what else? Oh, and this lip balm. So yeah, that's all the things that I purchased from Trader Joe's, which is a whole lot. And like I said, it was $142. I said in my last vlog, definitely a place to shop. I love Trader Joe's. I love Aldi's too, but I like Trader Joe's because you're getting more of a cleaner products. If you do shop at Aldi's, just look at the ingredients, or just shop more so Whole Foods, because nowadays food is expensive, but you still want to eat healthy. So I get it. You know, we try to do the best we can and shop where we can to get what we need. So I get it at the end of the day. But, you know, Trader Joe's, I love that store. It is definitely way cheaper than Whole Foods. I love Whole Foods too, but I don't go to Whole Foods like I used to. I used to go there once a month, and Trader Joe's and Whole Foods is whole check. So yeah, I switched over more so where I go to Trader Joe's and I'm getting my money's worth. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the gym so I can get a weight session in, and probably get on the stair stepper at least for about 15 minutes. I love the stair stepper. It works your body, it tones your legs, it tones your back. So yeah, that's what I'm about to do. So even though I burnt calories and I moved my body, I still want to get in a good hot session. I'll see you guys in a minute.
What I'm talking about, 'cause you just get me, yeah, you so pretty. If everything is dipped in gold, then baby it will never grow. Everything sweet ain't sugar coated. What a lie. What a lie. What a lie.
I burning calories, even though I may not be the best of some things. As long as I continue to move, that's what's important to me. So let me get into my story. The backstory is, first and foremost, this is not my first time losing 50 pounds or more. I actually lost 50 pounds several years ago. Everything just seemed like it was so great, right? But of course, life happens. I was affected by losing a loved one the first time around, which was my sister. I also had miscarriage, like maybe a year prior to losing my sister. And it just seemed like it was just like a non-ending cycle of things happening. So I just wasn't in a good space mentally. Before I know it, I had put on all this weight. I couldn't fit any of my clothes. So I just, worked at it a little at a time. Of course, the weight wasn't really going anywhere. Then I got into the habit of putting on stretch pants or clothes that, that would hide my shape. And even though I'm taller, I'm 5'8.5", so I carry my weight well where I hide it, I guess. But I know. And of course, the clothes that you own, if you can't fit them, you already know you're overweight. And so I decided enough was enough. And I did that weight loss naturally. I went into where I switched my diet. So I tried the alkaline vegan, and I mean, the weight was coming off like, and before I know it, I was just like as straight as a beanpole. But I had lost the weight. I was happy about it, so I thought. And yeah, I took a dive into where the weight came back gradually and slowly, but didn't stay on top of it. I had a different position that I switched into at my job. It was very demanding. It was sometimes stressful. I would eat out a lot. And see, what we fail to realize, when you eat out at these restaurants, even if you think some of it is healthy, there's a lot of sugar and oil that is hidden in those ingredients. So, of course, you're not doing yourself of any service by eating out, even when you think you're eating the best, right? So, before I know it, right back, same boat. This time is a little harder because I'm in my 40s now. So I said, wow, I can't believe I got myself back in this pickle jar. And it was just like, I forgot everything, y'all. Like, I didn't even remember how I had lost the weight the first time. And I knew what I was doing. It was just like that meltdown. And see, the thing with weight loss, and let me also say, I'm not a doctor. Okay. I have to keep putting that out there, because I don't want anyone to hold me to anything. This is just my story, my journey. And like I said, I hope that maybe some of this can help some of you that are watching. I don't know, but I'm just telling my story and what happened to me. But for the most part, people never speak on the psychological aspect. If you're not in a good place mentally, how are you going to be driven to take care of yourself the way you need to take care of yourself? So I wasn't in a good space overall. I'm in a good space now. And I love how my body is starting to look. I love how my clothes fit. And I don't want to lose that, because I worked so hard. So I believe my first journey maybe was like 5-6 years ago. And so yeah, I was in the beginning of my 40s then. So I'm a bit beyond the mid 40s now. So I'm 47. 47 years old. And yeah, it seemed like it was really, really challenging this time around. I used Phenemy. And when I took those pills, it seemed like, the little pounds was dropping here and there. But I didn't feel that great taking those pills. And I said, this is not working. And I started my, I went to the YMCA. So I started my membership, I think, December of last year. And I was working so hard, y'all. So I said, okay, maybe everything will fall in sync. I'm starting to go to the gym more and, walking more. Y'all, I was not losing the weight. So, I might have lost a couple of pounds here, but it wasn't anything that was significant over the amount of time that I was putting in work. So then I said, maybe it's the food, and I just felt like I was all over the place. I had to go to the doctor because also my menstrual cycles was just out of whack. And so I didn't know if I was going through perimenopause. I didn't know what I had going on. It was just like, what's happening with my body? And so I made my doctor's appointment. But before I went to my doctor's appointment, a friend of mine, I had asked her, what was she doing? Because she looked so good. And so she shared with me that she was on Wegovy. And I said, wow, maybe I can ask my doctor about that because I had tried Phenemy. So it's not like I did not try. And I probably could have did better as far as, what I was eating. But I felt like I was already eating clean. But maybe not enough calories, because when you don't eat enough calories, sometimes your body store and work off what it have, and you're not going to lose the weight. But you eat too many calories, you're not going to lose the weight, you'll gain. So I just could not figure out the balance. Anyway, I go to the doctor finally, and I brought up Wegovy. She wasn't too thrilled. She's an older doctor, but she said, you know what, after hearing me out, and I was just almost in tears because I did not want to be at the weight that I was at the time. And so this was last year, May, that I started. I injured myself. So I do have an old knee injury. And I noticed when I put on too much weight, my knee gives me hell. It hurts so bad. And so I was just like, I have to do something so I not feel pain from time to time. So I didn't want to do too much and get myself where I hurt myself more, but I wanted to do enough where I become stronger, feel better, and look better. So we gave it a go. My doctor agreed. So I had to go through the prior authorization. And it took about a couple of weeks. And so mid-May of last year, I started Wegovy, and it went great. I didn't have any side effects. I put in the work, y'all. So from May till now, which now I have to make this decision to get off Wegovy because it has stalled. I've been 165 for the past 2 months, which is a good thing. I'm not gaining, but I believe Wegovy has ran its course for me. I will say I'm on 2.4, so that's the highest dose. It is the maintenance dose. I did have where I was feeling nauseous when I got on 2.4 3 months ago. So like I said, I'm still on 2.4. I don't really get the nauseous feeling like I used to when I first started 2.4. So I believe my body's just used to it. But let me tell y'all, I put in the work and I will continue to put in the work. I'm very thankful that I had the opportunity to get on Wegovy. It helped me out in ways that I can't imagine. Sure, I probably could have tried naturally without any medicine, but I wanted to do it my way, and it worked for me. My doctor also referred me to a nutritionist, and I still have her. So, in combination of eating right, working out, the unnecessary weight that I did not need came off. And I believe my body is at a point where, okay, you lost all the weight that you're going to lose. And it's up to me to maintain staying healthy, because guess what? It's a lifestyle. It's not get off the medication, eat what you want to eat, drink what you want to drink, and not think that this weight will not come back, because it will. And that is the reason why I created a routine for myself. To not overthink what I'm doing, to not overthink what I'm eating. I now eat intuitively instead of this strict regimen to follow. Now, I will say, when you get on Wegovy, when you first get on, you have to force yourself to eat. And while you're forcing yourself to eat these small meals, you need to make sure they're the best of meals and getting plenty of water. And so what you're doing for yourself is you're creating this routine that is part of your lifestyle. So when you do get off Wegovy, you remain fit, you remain healthy, and you make the best choices. So I'm actually glad that I stayed on as long as I did, because now everything comes to me naturally. I want to work out. I want to keep moving my body. I want to keep looking good. I can't speak for what others want and what their goals are. Only you know that. But my goal is to stay around a little longer, continue being healthy, looking great. And those are my goals. Every day when I get up, I pretty much have like a green juice. I used to, have just coffee, tons of creamers. I still have my coffee, but it's in moderation, and it's also a mushroom coffee. I'll stick a clip in of what I use, and I love it because it keeps me alert. It doesn't have me feeling jittery or anything. I believe it is great, but I don't make it a habit where I have to have it every single day. No. As far as motivation, I don't really have too much of a motivation. I guess maybe looking at pictures or just putting on clothes. I do use pre-workouts. I'll take L-glutamine with a super greens, or I'll take L-glutamine with a fat burner, just so I know that I'm getting revved up for the moment of working out. I have joined the YMCA. It's been the best thing ever. I now take a mixture of classes. I used to just take Zumba all the time, or just a step class all the time. Now I mix it up. I take a bar class, which is like a mix of yoga and Pilates, and you're working your core. And I took that for the first time last week, and I'll be going tomorrow. I love that class. I said I have missed out on so much being so selective with the type of exercise. It's good to try different things and to work different muscles. And these past couple of weeks, I have been sore because throughout, I was just doing a lot of cardio, just playing it safe. Now I add weights. So today I'm doing legs. A couple of days ago I did arms. And yes, my body is sore, but it will pay off. It will pay off because I will be more toned. And yeah, I will have the desired look that I want for myself. It's not so much about stepping on a scale now because I'm where I need to be. And yes, I have work to do because again, I just started weightlifting. I just started tapping into other classes to help me with my core. No, I do not do too much of sit-ups or ab exercise. I do have children. So, when you have your children, your muscles are not the same. They, do tear, and you have to find a way to work around what's best for you. So that's a whole nother story. I won't get into that because I'm not quite into anatomy. But it is something that you can look into. I can't remember the word of when your muscles separate from your stomach. So then that usually happens when you have children. So I don't focus on that. I am a big age. I just more so focus on endurance and being toned and being able to work out where it reflects on, I guess, my overall fitness where, like I said, I'm just feeling great and I can see it, when I'm putting on my clothes or, when I have on form-fitting clothes, I should say, I can see the results. I can see the difference. And it's always good to take pictures and, take videos of yourself because you don't always see yourself. But when you do side by sides or reflect on your past and up until now, you definitely will see the difference. If you guys want to check out a short that I put up last week, check it out. I mean, a lot of my weight was in my midsection. And I said, oh my gosh. So like my arms and my legs pretty much stay the same, but in my midsection, I was huge. And my arms, well, you know what? Let me take that back. My arms was, a little bit on the heavier side, and my midsection was definitely noticeable. And I said, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. But, these are things that we don't really pay attention to. So I like to fix my own food. I don't care if it's a quick fix or what it is. At least I know what's going into it. I rarely go to the restaurants. I think my husband and I might go out to eat maybe once, twice a month. And I may go a couple of times. So it's not that many times that I eat out a month. I showed you guys a meal, Mediterranean meal. I like having those meals because getting all vegetables is like chef kiss. I know that one, the fiber is filling me up. Two, I'm staying on the healthier side and I'm getting the calories that I need for that moment. I did burn a lot. I did not get to eat breakfast. That's not the best, but I did not allow myself enough time to get up in between getting up and going to work out. And I did not know I was going to work out back to back. So definitely don't suggest doing that. I know sometimes I'll choose to break fast, maybe a few hours later, depending on what my goals are for the week and what I'm doing. But at work, I try to eat my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't do a whole lot of snacking. If I do choose to snack, it was because I was a little lighter with my meals. So, I might have like a vegan yogurt or maybe some cucumbers, something of that sort where it's good food going into my body, but not heavy calories, not anything of sugar or things of that sort. I'm very, very limited on processed food because you have to not only read the ingredients, but know and understand sugar, oils, wines, those stuff, it just sneak up on you and boom, That's where the weight gain come from. So I wanted to share at least that much with you guys. I'm definitely going to share the next video, pretty much what I eat. There is an app that I use where I scan. I use it like if I buy something like, let me see, I have a protein bar in my car now. So if I use something like, if I want something like this, I'll scan it to see how healthy it is. So definitely going to show you guys how that works and the name of the app, what app you can use to navigate through, okay, what app you can use for if you want to shred, gain, or maintain, and just show you guys what I eat. I already showed you pretty much what I buy from the grocery store. So I don't do a whole lot of process at all, like I said. So my typical meal, it may be like egg whites or a grain-free oatmeal. I'll just have to get into that and show you guys, but I'm pretty much regiment on the foods that I eat. But you know, I also do protein shakes, and I'm very picky about the protein that I use, juices. So there's a variety of things that I do that but I keep in rotation. So it's not always the same thing. I know for some people, they do the same thing. Like they might have oatmeal for breakfast and maybe a chicken salad for lunch, and then for dinner maybe just a little bit of rice and turkey meat with veggies, and they eat the same thing every single day. I cannot do that, but you do what's best for you and what works for you. But as far as moving your body, I don't care if you have to get out in your neighborhood and go for a walk, or if you do exercises at home. YouTube is, oh my gosh, the platform is totally amazing. I follow like Grow with Joe. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. I mean, she has helped me on many of my how can I put this? Her videos has helped me throughout my last 5 years. I include her in my journey and my routine. I should say my routine. I don't want to say journey, because I'm not on this journey like I once was. I want to say routine. So let me rephrase that, because we have to stop looking at it as short term. This is something long term. If you want significant results, you have to think of it, this is part of my life now. Make sure you're in a good space. If you have to add a therapist to your routine, then you do that. Because if you're not in a good headspace, you're not going to be thinking about anything to do physically or what to eat. You just, I don't know, you might be one of them ones where you just want to lounge. You don't want to do nothing. If you do eat something, maybe ice cream, candy, whatever is soothing at the moment. But we have to be in a good headspace for everything else to fall in sync. That is very important. That is something that I acknowledge and I have a great understanding on, knowing that the mental, physical, all works hand in hand with your emotions. It really does. And so the better you feel here, the better you'll feel everywhere else. That's the honest God truth. A lot of people don't talk about that. They always talk about how they lost the weight. There's no magic formula, y'all. I just say, try to do your best each day you wake up. I thank him for allowing me to wake. I thank him for giving me the strength to do what I can. I'm so thankful. And I tell you, you're going to feel so much better. My only suggestion is to try to find ways that would help you create a routine for yourself. When I started out, I wasn't too thrilled about using apps to keep up with calories. I didn't have time for that. What I found that was easier for me I wrote things down. So I had like a book like this, my journal book, and I would write things down. I would write in the book what I had for breakfast, what I had for lunch, what I had for dinner. And if something was off, I would be able to reflect on that week. Oh, I see what you did. You know, maybe you didn't have enough for this, or maybe you shouldn't have had that. You had too much of the bad stuff, you know, because let me tell y'all something. When it comes to people saying, oh, it's my cheat day, my cheat meal, this is my reward, I deserve this. Be careful of that. Because that is what got you into the position that you are in. So I don't believe in that. I mean, say what you want. We do have to caution ourselves when we say this is our reward. It's not rewarding. This is something you want. You just have to make the sacrifice on whether or not it's good, not, or what you're going to do about it the next day. And that's the great thing. I mean, there's always a new day, you know, another day, but you don't want to fall off the bandwagon either. So that's why I say moderation. You know, we can have like little snacks or little treats or whatever, but moderation, you know, it's not something you can have every single day. So if you have ice cream today, don't have it for the rest of the week. Because it's definitely not going to pay off. And trust me, I know. I've been there. So for me, moderation, and I don't even buy that stuff. Like when I went to Trader Joe's and I picked up that box of cookies I showed you guys as far as my grocery haul, that was the only sweet thing I brought. Because I know me. I'm a little weak when it comes to sweets. You feel me? So, you know, even when I go to work and people, they love eating these donuts and bagels. Hey, you want a donut? Nope. You know what I say? Mm-mm. And I bring my food with me anyway. So thank God for that. I bring my food. I have a box of oatmeal or just something in my fridge in my office, period. You know, I even have my protein at work because I have a personal blender that I use. Like I make up no excuses for me. Because it's all about me. And you have to be selfish when it comes to you. You have to prioritize you. So when people say, hey, you want a donut? You know what I say? Nope. What's sweet on your lips will stick to your hips. I don't want it. So you have to find the willpower to say no. Because if you don't, you'll be sucked in. And it's so easy to have that one. Oh, I'm going to have another one. That's not going to hurt, or I'll work it off. We have to get out of that mindset. You have to change your mindset. And so once you learn how to change your mindset, I'm telling you, this walk will be a piece of cake. Literally. I'm not going to hold y'all up. I think I have ran my mouth long enough in this video, but I'm definitely going to get more in depth. But yes, I did use Wegovy to assist with me losing my 50 pounds. I am now about to get off of Wegovy, but at least now I have where my routine is solid. I feel confident. I love working out. I do different classes. I love to walk. I have a gym at my home. So there's no excuse. And every day, I don't care what it is, I try to put forth my best foot to do something. And lately, I've been working out pretty much 5-6 days, sometimes every day. As a rest day for me can be where I just take a little walk, but I'm still moving my body. So I make it count. But I know last week it was probably about, I think it was like 5 days because I was so sore. That's when I added the bar class and then got heavier off into my weight training. And it worked muscles that are normally not work. So my body was just like, no, I just could not go to the gym. So I now know you need to do different things and work some of the muscles that you don't realize you're not using. And so that is the reason why we need to switch it up. Yes, if you only can walk for right now, I understand. Build yourself up, baby steps. Use light weights. You don't have to start off heavy. I don't start off heavy. I build myself up. I do what I can handle. And if you're using lighter weights, do more reps of it. Make it count. So you're still burning calories. That's the purpose. Burning calories, eating healthy, so everything can reflect upon what you're doing. I always tell people you are what you eat. And it's true. If we don't have that together and you're exercising, it kind of defeats the purpose. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't want to say that, because at least you have it right on this side. You just have to find a balance to get it right on the other side. Using nutritionists helped me out a great deal. I still have her. So basically, May coming up will be my year. And I cannot believe the time has went by as quick as it did, but it took me the whole year to lose pretty much 50 pounds. Slow and steady is the best. It's no race. I just always say, just do what you can. It's not easy. It is very challenging. And you will have days where you want to give up. I had days where I wanted to give up. I'm working out, and I don't see it, but you feel it though. So, I mean, you may not always see it, but if you feel it, and then you have to understand that scale, don't get used to the scale, because when you start adding your weight training, and even though you're shedding the fat, muscle weigh more. So don't be hard on yourself. Just look at it as a healing journey, one that is helping out your mental, keeping you afloat. I mean, have you not ever worked out and you just feel so great? So this is part of self-care. There's more to self-care than just getting your nails done or getting a massage. This is also self-care. And it's very important part of self-care. And that's the reason why I say you need to be selfish when it comes to this part of self-care. Because you may run into family, friends that not have the same motivation or thought process of what you're doing. And I'm not saying don't enjoy your social life. You can enjoy your social life. I enjoy mine. If my friends invite me out, I'm getting maybe a salmon salad, or maybe soup, or just something, of protein and veggie, even where it's chicken or asparagus, something that's healthy. And if I can't eat it all, I'll take it to go. But I still enjoy my time with my friends. No, I don't have all those appetizers. No, I can't have all those drinks. I already set a goal for myself on what I can have. Now, don't mistake it. I have been out where at times I do have just one drink. Waitress come back, you want another? No, I reached my limit. And that is all that I have for the week. So if I go out that one time, I have that one drink, that's my one drink for the week. Right now, I'm prepping and getting ready for Jamaica next month. So this is a dry month. I don't want no alcohol. I want to really look my best so I can put on my swimsuit, lay in the sun and have fun, and just not even think twice about it. And even though I'm going on my trip, I already told my husband I'm still going to work out. I just feel like that's what I want to do. Some people, they take their vacation and it is a vacation from sun up to sundown. Hey, that's your prerogative. You do what's best for you. I'm going to do what's good for me. I want you all to do what's good for you. But I hope that this video has been of some help, but we'll get more in depth. And until next time, I love all of you. Take care of yourself. I hope that you have an amazing weekend. Don't forget to start right now. Don't make up an excuse and say what you can't do, because you can. Like I said, baby steps. There's so many different exercises. So again, let me go back. So, with the YouTuber, I mentioned Grow with Joe. I do extreme step. That, let me tell you something. I ended up purchasing that step off of Amazon, which I'll put the link. And I took the class. My girlfriend teaches extreme hip hop step here at the YMCA, right? And so she said, you can practice at home. And so I started doing that, and I just love it. And I mean, you're going to get a good burn. You'll burn anywhere from 350 up to 400, depending on how you move. And it's a mixture of dancing and stepping, and it's so dope, y'all. But I tell you, it has been a great contribution to my routine. And I don't miss a beat when I take the class here, or even if I feel like, okay, I'm going to take it at home, I do. So 216 muscle, I think it's muscle 216. I'll put the link below. I follow him for the step moves. But again, I see you all next time. I don't want to, start repeating myself. I just hope that this has been of some help. Until next time, I see all of you later. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you can get the notification of when I post a new video. And let's start our health journey now, y'all. We don't have much longer until the summer comes around. And I don't want y'all to get in the mindset of, yeah, I just got to look good for the summer. No, you just got to look good for the rest of your life of while you're here. Just want to look good and feel good, period. We're not going to make this where it's just some type of, phase in our life. We need to create a lifestyle, and be of support and just work this thing out. Because like I said, it is not easy. It's not. It can get where it is challenging. But know and understand, if you as you jump these hurdles, you will meet your goals. You will see the difference if you just continue to work at it. My daughter and I, we were having a conversation because she's on her journey. And I said, don't stop. It's all going to work out. And one thing for sure that I do want to share with everyone, it is good to detox. It's good to do a good detox. And maybe, a 2-week jump start where you're just eating your protein or veggies, or if you're vegan or pescatarian, find what works for you to eat clean for those couple of weeks to give you a jump start, and then gradually go into, okay, how much you want to lose, because a healthy weight loss is 1 to 2 pounds a week. And then when you reach a certain point, your body may not lose any more weight because you are where you need to be. So still continue. Just because you reach your goal don't mean you stop. Still continue, because we have to go into maintenance mode. Just like with the Wegovy, you start off with I believe it's 0.5, and then you end up gradually going to 2.4. Well, it's the same thing. When you lose your weight, you start off with this goal, and then you meet your goal, but you don't just stop there. You have to continue to be in maintenance mode so you can stay where you are. And if you lose, great. But at least you know that this fitness is something that you have to keep in your routine for the rest of your life. I used to be one of them ones, I would go to the mall, and then I'm gonna let y'all go, I promise. I used to go to the mall, and I would laugh at the older individuals walking around the mall. And I say, look at them, it's early in the morning. The stores wasn't even quite open, right? And they would use the mall as like their indoor track. I bet you I'm not laughing now. That's gonna be me when I get my silver hair and an older age. I'm going to keep moving. See, when we're young, you're looking great. Some of y'all have the Coca-Cola shapes and, feeling all fine, looking fine. That's because we're young. I mean, you don't have to worry about the weight gain. You just can eat anything you want and still look good. Put on your hot pants and your skirts and stuff. But now, when you start jumping into your 30s and your 40s it slowed down. And it's like, what is going on? And you have to figure out what works best so you can stay looking good if that's your goal. So yeah, I'm not laughing. It's funny how life can hit you full circle. I was laughing then because I didn't know better, but I know better now. And I want to continue doing what I need to do. So I'll see all of y'all. Bye.
It's not that I don't